Hello and welcome to EDU 271 Educational Technology. I want to take a minute to look at some things in the course. This is your Moodle page. If you scroll down, I'm Sheila Combs, your instructor. If you'll scroll down, make sure you read the introductory module, all of the information there. For this course, since it is an online course, you will want to take advantage of the class questions forum for help. Some of us, particularly with technology, are not as savvy as others. If you are working on something in the course and you need help, use this class questions forum. Some of your students, your classmates may get back to you before I do, which is many times the case, and they will answer your question before I even see it. So please take advantage of this. Make sure you complete the required attendance verification and the pretest. Pretest does not count towards your grades, but these are things that need to be completed the first week of class. So if you will do that first. Here are your major course assignments, and I'll go over those in just a minute. Also, resources for the course are here for you to read and review. Task stream, you'll need to set up a task stream account to submit your integrated technology lesson plans towards the end of the semester. So APA format, if you've taken EDU courses before, you know that we use APA format. These will be very helpful. Module 1. Most of the modules are set up this way. You'll have the module resources, things to read and review here, PowerPoint, and then assignments with the due date. I believe most of the assignments here are due on Wednesdays or Thursdays. Wednesdays, I think, I'm not sure. You'll do a welcome video. I've done a welcome video here for you, and then you will do a welcome video in a discussion forum for your classmates, for you all to get to meet and get to know each other a little bit better, since it is an online course. This fun project choice is something you are going to be presenting to your classmates in a discussion forum. So you'll need to sign up for something you want to do for your fun project. This is something having to do with technology that you are going to teach or let your classmates let us know more about. So you may want to select something that maybe you're not familiar with, so you can learn more about that and have fun, but you can read more about that in the major course assignments I'll show you in a minute. Then the first few modules have all these connect activities. These connect activities are in the first few modules to help familiarize you with how to integrate technology with students and to help you with your integrated technology lesson plans. So you won't be doing this all through the course, but you will see that module 1 and 2 are full of these, and then we'll go on to other things. Okay? I'm going to scroll up here to major course assignments, go over those just a minute. The first one, you have 3 integrated technology lesson plans, and they're due throughout the course at different dates here. I'm going to click on this. Here you'll see tells you more about the plans that you need to do. You're going to do 3 of them, and then you're going to submit them in task stream. That's why you need to make sure you have a task stream account for this course. You want to read over this. It gives a scenario about the classroom you're in, what it's equipped with, the computers, iPads, whatnot. Then there are 4 children in your class who have been identified with special needs. Read over this carefully. Tells you each of the children. Ruth has a mild learning disability, difficulty processing written instructions. So you need to know the children in your class. There's Ruth. You have 2 children here, Jacob and another child who have been identified with needs, Lucy, Andre, and so on. So you need to know these children, their needs, and how you can help them through differentiation in your lesson plans. You're going to develop 3 activity plans. They're going to be math, science, social studies, and some of it may overlap. And then you need to include 3 forms of technology in each of your lessons. Keep in mind differentiated instruction for each of the 4 children with special needs. How can you involve the community? And give evidence of how those Connect modules that I showed you, how did you use that information, or was that information helpful for you in doing your lesson or activity plans? Here is activity plan for you, a format here for you to use. Remember, your objective needs to be measurable. You cannot just say the student will learn about plants. Okay, well, how are you going to know the children are going to learn? What exactly are the children going to learn? You know, that's very broad. You need to be a little more specific. How are you going to measure learn? So you need to do something like the children will be able to count, the children will be able to identify. Use those verbs that are measurable. Count, identify, label, draw, whatever it may be. So, and there are numbers here. You don't have to have exactly 3. This is just a format. You might have 1 objective, and that's okay. You might have 2. Be careful having too many objectives, because remember, they need to be you need to show how you're measuring each of those. So even though the children may be learning many things in your lesson, what exactly are you trying to, what's the objective of your lesson? What do you want to teach them or want them to learn, even though there may be many things they're learning also along with your objectives? This is North Carolina Common Core Standards, if that's applicable for older children. And there again, this is, you can add more numbers, take away, I just put those there, attention getter, procedures, and so on. Make sure your evaluation, go back to your objectives again. Are you evaluating what is in your objective? Okay. And then here again, the modifications for your special needs students. And then the resources that you used. How are you going to help Ruth? What resource are you going to use? Don't just put whatever iPad or whatever it may be. Tell me what you're going to use and how it's helpful to Ruth with her special needs. Jacob, Lucy, Andre, and so on. Okay, so here in the last, what did you learn from the Connect modules that helped you with this lesson? I hope those Connect modules that you're doing in Module 1 and 2 will help you in your plans. So remember, those will need to be submitted in task stream midway through or end of the semester. Okay, that's one major course assignment. Then you have your web page in task stream. Let's see, which is, I already pulled that up here. Here's your web page. So your web page, you're going to create a web page for a classroom. Maybe you're in a classroom, great. Do it, gear it towards that age. If you're not in a classroom, then you may want to select an age, a group of children that you would like to work with. But you're going to create a web page. Hopefully you will be able to use this web page in the future. Task Stream is great, has templates. You can use the newsletter template in Task Stream to create your web page. There are directions here how to do that. You don't have to use Task Stream. There's Weebly, and there's so many others formats that you can create a web page on. Just you want to gear it towards a classroom and look at this, the directions for that assignment. Let's see. The next thing we want to look at is digital story. I have that somewhere here. Here's your digital story, the directions for that. So this assignment, you're going to create a digital story. You can use Prezi, Animoto, YouTube, any form of media, iMovie, Movie Maker, depending what kind of computer you have. You don't want to use a PowerPoint for this. You want to do something beyond a PowerPoint. Most of us are used to PowerPoint, so if you haven't used other media, you want to explore that and do a digital story. And you can choose from these, tell a story about yourself, your journey to how you came to Blue Ridge. You could tell a story about something you want to teach students. So your story should be a minimum of 8 pages or slides with pictures including title, reference page. So follow these directions for your digital story. The next is your fun project. So the fun project is what you're going to teach in a discussion forum. You're going to teach the rest of us, your classmates, about something. Remember, that's in the discussion forum at the beginning of the Moodle, so that we're not duplicating things, because we want to make sure everyone is doing a different fun project. This is something that has to do with technology. So with something related to computers and technology, anything that interests you. So if there's something not listed there, please feel free to ask me about it. Let me know, and that's fine, because I'm sure there's many things that are not listed in the fun project choices and that you may want to do. Tells you about it here. How are you going to teach us? How are you going to do that? You can include handouts so that we could see. You can upload those in your presentation. Since we don't meet as a class, and you can't hand those out, but we can look at them, and if your classmates want to print them out with directions of how to create or do whatever it is you're explaining, that would be great. So read over this. 5 minutes is fine. I put 5 to 7 minutes, just long enough for you to show us examples, show us how to do whatever that is having to do with technology. So we are all learning something new, hopefully. So that is your fun project. It has the due dates here, and then your last one is your multimedia presentation. You're going to create an educational multimedia presentation about a topic of your choice. You're going to upload it to the web. That means it has to have a URL. So a blog would be great, especially if you're thinking of going into teaching. Blogs are great, something you may want to learn about or create a blog of your own. Many teachers have that are great for parents and communication. So here again, this should be 5 to 7 minutes long. So any form of technology to create your presentation, and I gave you some suggestions here. So have fun with that. So we're just delving into technology in this course, and so I think these are a great way. Hopefully you'll learn more about. Some of us are very technology savvy, some are not. So I hope that this course, even if you are technology savvy, that you learn a little bit more, something new, and particularly ways that we can use this in the classroom with students. So keep that in mind. How can we use technology to enhance our teaching experience with our students? So please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions along the way, and look forward to getting to know you better through educational technology. Thank you.